ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Manuja, and today we're going to show you how to make Til Sankri or Tal Sakri.
Or Tal Sukhadi.
Oh, there you go. Different names.
A lot of different things.
Yes,
yeah.
but an awesome snack. So, very easy recipe.
And actually this one was given to us by Pinal. She's a long time fan. She's been with us for I don't know how many years, but thanks a lot, Pinal, for this amazing recipe.
And your amazing support.
Yeah,
we
absolutely. Absolutely. So our two biggest ingredients for this recipe is of course sesame seeds, which is the til. And we have lightly roasted this just to get a little improved flavor, and you just dry roast it until it starts popping and the color changes just a slight bit.
Yeah, it's actually fun.
Yeah. And we also have, by the way, that's 1 cup of sesame seeds, and we have 3/4 cup of jaggery. We've just kind of crumbled it like this so it's not big chunks.
And I have 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter in here, and it's hot. And to this we're going to add the jaggery or the gur, and we're going to cook it till it melts and starts bubbling. Jaggery is very prone to burning, so stay close, don't wear off or daydream. Keep an eye on it. One more thing, for this particular recipe I think you definitely want a non-stick, otherwise you're going to be scraping the bottom of the pan.
It almost looks like peanut butter.
Yeah, it looks beautiful and it smells gorgeous. Yeah. I love the aroma of jaggery. You know, we used to go drive from Delhi to Dehradun all the time, and there's fields and fields of sugarcane, and of course right next to the sugarcane in the season they would have these factories, these people with little huts, and they would be making the gur over there on site. And of course we had to stop, and fresh gur,
yeah.
Oh my god, fabulous flavor, really good. I think it's ready.
And at this point we have 2 teaspoons of milk we're going to mix in, and just quickly mix it in there and switch off the stove. And actually what that milk does is when we set the Tal Sakri into our pan, it makes it a little bit softer and not so hard to break.
I'm going to take it off so it cools down a little faster.
So we're going to let this mixture cool down for just a minute or 2 before we add in the rest of the ingredients. So we have about a pinch, which is like about a 1/4 teaspoon of whole cardamom seeds. And I'm going to put it in a mortar and pestle and just powder it. In it goes. And we also have about 1/2 cup of roasted peanuts. These are not salted. No flavoring on them, just plain peanuts that have been roasted. And I put them in a Ziploc bag and just gave it a couple of whacks just to roughly crush them. And this is an optional step. If you don't want the peanuts in there, absolutely fine. You can just skip it. You would need to decrease the amount of jaggery by 1/4 cup. So you would use 1/2 cup instead of the 3/4.
Or increase the amount of sesame seed. But those poor peanuts, you should have seen her pounding them. I really feel bad for them.
Okay, so in goes our sesame seeds and our peanuts.
And mix.
You're going to mix it really well to make sure every bit of sesame seeds and the peanuts get well coated.
And we have a small pan. Again, depending on how much you make stuff you're making, you just take a pan accordingly. And what we've done is we've just lined it with some parchment paper just so that it's easier to pull out a little later. But if you don't have one, you could just put a little bit of grease or some ghee or some oil, and you should be good. And we're going to put this into the pan.
I have a little chapati press.
It's actually a garlic press, but I use
Garlic
the chapatis.
And we've lightly put ghee on the edge of it so it doesn't stick. And we're going to press this down into a nice flat shape.
Pinal also suggested that if you want to make laddus out of this, you can. All you do is let it cool out just a little bit so that you don't burn your hands. So, and grease your hands a little bit, palms a little bit with ghee. Just take a little amount and just roll it into laddus and place them and let them set. So, you know, just for a different approach, I think it's a great idea.
Now again, you can make this as thin or thick as you like, and seems our pan is a little too big, so I'm just gonna, form my own edges over here. And I don't want it really super thin, so we can just do that.
I think the bottom line is you want it even as you can get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm here for quality control. Oh, you missed a spot. Oh, you missed a spot. So now that Hetal has done a good job, it passed my quality control. Looks good. Good job, Hetal.
Thank you.
So you just take basically anything. You can take a knife, you can take anything that's flat, and you just kind of mark it so that later on when it sets, it's just easy to cut off. You're going all the way through.
It holds together pretty well, so you really don't want to wait till it gets cool before you do this, otherwise you're not going to be able to do it.
I think any of the peanuts that kind of pop out, you can just push them back in.
Now we'll let it cool down completely before we try to pull those pieces out.
Okay, it's been I think about half an hour, and this is all set. So I don't think we could wait anymore. Let's have a look. So now since we'd already made the pieces, we can easily pick up the parchment paper very carefully, and it's just a breeze after that. Look at it, it looks beautiful.
It's nice and soft, right? That's the best thing about this, is it's not one of those recipes that breaks your teeth off while you're eating. It's like nice and soft.
Very nice. And sesame seed is actually very tasty. It's really, really good any time of the year, but it's especially good over the winter because it gives your body heat. So, fabulous. So we can transfer them and we can put them in an airtight container or a Ziploc and just keep it in the pantry. You don't have to keep it in the refrigerator.
So we wanted to say a special thanks to Pinal once again for this amazing recipe, and we hope you enjoy your Tal Sakri, and join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.